Oh, man. Hi, YouTube. Hi, TikTok. How are you guys? Sorry. Thank you for your patience. All right, let's see. All right. So, I finally got a chance to actually wash my hair and feel a little bit girly, pretty. Oh, my flyaways. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, I hope everybody's having a good day. Hope it wasn't too hot for anybody. Let's see. All right. Hi, how are you today? Hi. My name is Beth. My handle is Mom Life Beth. If you have seen me in your feed, you will have heard me talking quite a lot about ways that I have found to help my family financially, primarily, but also get back our time. And that is what I'm going to be talking about today. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming in. So I'm Beth. Again, my handle is Mom Life Beth, and I am a wife, a mother of two beautiful, energetic, and rambunctious young boys. I'm a veteran, and I am a full-time working mom. I am so busy all the time, but somehow I am still, even though we are a two income family, there is still never enough money to cover everything. Like we have enough to cover the basics mostly, we have a grocery budget, we have daycare, we have our now we have a mortgage, although that's the same as what people are paying for rent right now. Everything is so expensive, and somehow everything, hi everybody, everything is just so much. So even though I've been able to mostly cover the basics, I can budget and save so that I have money set aside for daycare. I have money set aside for groceries. I have money put aside just in case to cover at least part of like a car repair if I need to. Things for the dogs. It is very difficult for me to find the money to plan things like birthday parties, big expenses that are, we weren't expecting. If something breaks, we have to replace it. And vacations for my family are like almost unheard of. We just took, oh, hi, Aspas. We just took our first vacation in, I think, 4 years this last April. And I managed to find us a really nice Airbnb. If you guys are looking for a really nice place in North Conway, let me know because this place was amazing. And the woman who runs it is lovely. But that was our first vacation that we had had in like 4 years. And I had to save and save and save. And we still went really far over budget. I was paying for what we spent while we were there for about 3 months off of credit cards. So I guess basically what it comes down to is whether you are making enough money with your job and you have enough to get by, but you still don't have enough to do the things you want, or you're like 61% of America who is living paycheck to paycheck, there is a way to fix your problem. For me personally, one of my biggest pain points is that I am spending so much time at work, and so much of my energy goes into my job that I have very little left over for my family. I feel like I am missing out on so much. I feel like my son, who's 7.5, I feel like I sometimes I don't even know him. He spends so much time away from me, or so even if he's in the house with me because I work from home now ever since COVID, I am not helping him. I am not interacting with him. When he leaves, I'm already working. When he comes home, I'm still working. I work from usually about 8 to 5 almost. And then I have to immediately pick up my youngest, the baby. And again, what it comes down to, I did the math. I'm with my children maybe 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day. And these are not fun 4 hours. This is not, hey, listen, let's sit down. Let's go for a walk. Let's do this. It is always rush, 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 rush. I have to rush to get the kids ready and get myself ready so that I can go to work. I am dealing with work and being so stressed out, and it's taking all of my energy. And my job is not something that I love. My job is a job. This job is not a bad job, but it is an exhausting job, and it is helping me to pay my bills. But at this point, one of my biggest epiphanies is I've been with this same job for 10 years. Again, not a bad company. I have seniority and everything. 10 years I have been with this company, and my pay has not gone up in 10 years. I had this epiphany and I literally lost my mind because I'm sitting there wondering, like, Beth, why are you struggling? You work, your husband works, you have this, you have that. Like, why is this so hard? When we finally got this house that we moved into 2 years ago, I was 8 months pregnant. Okay? I had been living with my husband and my oldest son, he was 5 at the time, living in a 2-bedroom little 900 square foot apartment. Both my husband and I working from home, trying to find the space to work in the same little apartment. And then during half of COVID, my son wasn't even in daycare. He was running around at the age of 3 and 4, just paying off the walls while my husband and I are working. And let me just tell you, COVID is stressful enough. The pandemic was nuts. But with being stuck at the house, never really being able to leave, my son running around, my husband gets so stressed out because he's trying to work, and he has customers that are not as forgiving to him as a man as they are to me. When they're talking to me, they're like, oh, okay, she's a mom. They hear it for a man, and then they're just like, well, where's your wife, or where's this? And it just compounded everything. So at that time, we had to take our spare room that our son had been sleeping in. We had to move him into our bedroom, our master bedroom. So the three of us were sleeping in the same room for 3 years. Okay. 2.5, almost 3 years. And then I got pregnant. Thanks to my husband. I was not trying to. He wanted another one. I didn't know how I was going to afford it. I could barely afford this one child on my own. That is so sad nowadays. It is so expensive to have kids. I was afraid to have another child because I did not want to take away anything from my son that I already had, that I loved, that I worshiped the ground he walked on. And I was being forced to choose between having another baby and bringing more love into our family, and potentially making my son that I already had a connection with, make him lose out on activities, make him lose out on toys, make him lose out on time with me and my husband because we couldn't afford daycare for a second child. I mean, this is the world that we're living in now. Unless you are able to stay home, daycare is like another mortgage. It's like another rental. It is so expensive. And so when we finally got pregnant, I'm like, where are we going to put this kid? I have no idea. We did not have any money. When I tell you, when I say budgeting, my husband, I had to knock down, drag out, fight with him to get him to say, okay, listen, you have to stop going to Dunkin' Donuts because we do not have the money. Do you want us to be able to pay our bills, to buy groceries, to give our son any toys at all? Or do you want to be able to go to Dunkin' Donuts? So I finally came to a compromise with him. And I was like, listen, I'll get you a $50 gift card from BJ's. We already go there. I have the rewards card, so I'll get a little bit off of there. And he had to stretch that $50 out for every single month. I mean, we're talking tight. No money for anything. And then I have another baby coming. Where am I going to put this baby? There's 3 of us sleeping in the same bedroom right now. Okay, so we were really, really struggling. We finally found a place. It took us 6 months. I was 8 months pregnant by the time we found our home that we moved to now. Thank God it's a 3-bedroom. Okay. And again, ironically, we were looking for apartments. I don't mind having an apartment. I've always had an apartment, but rent has gotten so expensive. We were looking for an actual decent 3-bedroom, not like completely in the ghetto where I'd have to be worried about walking the dogs outside at night by myself. And it was starting out at over $3,000 a month. That's more than my mortgage right now. And that's before amenities. And the rent goes up every year. I mean, it's just so expensive. So this pain point has been going on for quite some time. Okay. We finally got here. And then, oh, mind blowing. Hey, guess what? Now that you own your own house, there's all these extra expenses you weren't expecting. We needed to immediately hire an electrician. That was $1,200 in our first 2 months in this place because we couldn't get the computer to stay on if we turned on the coffee maker at the same time. I mean, this is bonkers. Okay. So I am very, very, very familiar with being so tight, but it was, the baby's here. Thankfully, now my oldest was in actual school, kindergarten first, and now going into second grade. So I'm only still paying for one daycare. Could not afford it if I had to do both. But now I have two kids to take care of, my husband, the house, which is suffering. I can't, with the baby, I can't do like the cooking with meat because the second I get home with him, my job keeps me tied to this computer. Okay. I am on the phone with customers all day long. I can't get up and walk away and go prep a meal or do anything like that. I can maybe sometimes fold laundry while I'm doing it if it's not too busy. But all of this stuff, like this is so stressful. I don't mind working. I've worked my whole life. But at this point, it was getting to be so overwhelming. I was suffering. I was being damaged mentally and emotionally. I'm looking at my 7-year-old and I realize there's 7 years of his life that I have missed because I am with him 4 hours a day out of 24. I mean, that I didn't have a baby so that I could have some stranger, no matter how wonderful and lovely they are, so that they could be raised by somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't realize it would be like this. I didn't even picture it like this. And now that I have two over there, I have even less time for my older son now because the baby takes so much time and attention. Anyways, so this is the story of how I got to this place. I was in crisis. I was like, listen, I can't keep living like this where all I'm doing is working and working and working, and all my time and all my energy is going to this job that is not paying me enough. Okay. 10 years of my pay has not gone up because I'm technically a frontline worker. Okay. And I can't afford vacations. I can't afford babysitters so my husband and I can go out on a date every once in a while. You guys, if you don't take care of your relationship, that relationship is not going to last. And my husband and I have been so stressed. When you're stressed about money, when you're stressed about time, you bigger about the stupidest crap. And then it's not stupid because you're really mad. You're like, well, why did he react like that? And he's like, well, why did she react like this? And it just gets more and more. Like, money is really important. Okay. I needed to be able to have somebody come in and help me clean my house. I needed to not be so stressed out, excuse me, about buying groceries. I mean, I had us on a really strict budget for groceries. Groceries right now are so expensive. No matter what the reason you're going to attribute it to, it is so expensive. And then when you're being really strict on your budget, you have to try and cook everything from scratch, right? Prepared foods, eating out, that's obscene. That's unheard of. Excuse me. It's a lot. Most people are really struggling with groceries. Most people are really struggling with being able to just go out and have family time. Because right now, you can either do what you want and put everything on a credit card, or you have to be very conscientious and plan. And if you are lucky enough and you are blessed enough, then that is how you can do stuff. Okay. And if you are that lucky and you're that blessed, then this is not something that you even need to worry about. This is for people like me who have been working their butts off and scrambling and still feel like they're on that gerbil wheel, that hamster wheel, just spinning your wheels. Okay. So I went on a mission. To find a way to earn more money for my family. Now, I can't just quit my job. I even tried applying for other positions within my company, but for everything, the answer was, hey, listen, you're not qualified. You've been doing the same job for 10 years. You have to do other things, right? You have to do. oh, so I should spend more time on my job and less time with my family, when the whole point is I'm trying to get a better paying job that I'm not tied to this computer so I can actually spend time with my family, right? Like that's kind of counterintuitive, right? For what I'm trying to do. And then it just, it doesn't work. So, okay, let's try to find a different way to make some money. Uh, I don't have pretty enough feet to put myself on there for a foot fetish person. What is it that I don't know even the name of the website? Like people do the stupidest stuff to get paid. I needed to make money. My husband does Uber so that we can go out and so that we could do stuff, right? My husband goes out into Uber so we could go to dinner so he and I can have a date night every once in a while. Oh, don't worry. I'm not talking about a pyramid. There's no pyramid here. So I hope most people know better. Yes. So I went out looking for a way to earn money, and I literally threw every single thing at the wall. Okay, just to see if I could find something. I tried doing the chat GPT and getting paid for writing stuff. I tried those stupid little solitaire games or whatever. I tried affiliate marketing. I have a lot of companies that are actually trying to get me to market for them because I have such a high following on TikTok. And I did it for a while, but it's exhausting because unless you have something go viral, then you're not really going to be making a lot of money. You really have to work very hard to promote yourself. Okay. That is one of the biggest things. Marketing is one of the most expensive and most important things when you're trying to do anything, never mind having your own business. And then finally, I went along the lines of let's try digital marketing. And I found a different digital marketing company, which I still have not completely given up on, but it was on the back burner because it is so stinking complicated. I have to figure out ClickFunnels. I have to figure out email lists. I have to figure out email captures pages. I have to figure out all these different things. And then, let's see. How do I? Let's see. Sorry. So I just couldn't handle that. And I was too overwhelmed with everything else. And then when I was finally trying to handle that, I was finally trying to get that one thing on track. What I did was I reached out to one of the girls that I had seen on TikTok, and I thought she was in the same program as me. And I was like, hey, listen, I'm having a really hard time figuring out how to connect my capture page, how to make a capture page, how to do all these different things. And she was like, well, I don't think we're in the same thing, but I'll do my best. Let me see if I can help you. Her name is Jen. She ended up being such a beautiful soul. And it turns out that she did digital marketing as well, but she did it for a different business. Okay. That one is actually called the Legacy Builders Program. And I was like, okay, well, thank you. I wasn't going to do it. I had already signed up with something else. I wasn't trying to completely switch gears. And I was listening to her and she's trying to help me talk about like how to connect things. She's like, well, I don't really know too much because I didn't have to do that. This was done for me. And I was like, well, how did you get so lucky? I want mine done for me. Like, how did you manage that? And I started looking in to her information. I listened to her lives, and she's just one of the most genuine people. She's just like me. She's a full-time working mom. She has 3 boys. She also has an aging parent that she's trying to take care of. She has her mother. I have my dad. Okay. And her husband works his butt off too, trying to make sure that they have enough money. But so it was like a connection. Like she's in the same boat as me. She understands my pain points, I guess is like the whole point. And so what ended up happening was I was listening to her and I was like, I don't know. And all of a sudden I was like, you know what? She has this program that is similar to the other one, but it has a lower buy-in. The whole system is done for you. It comes with a fully automated system, which actually is doing the work for you 24/7 and allowing you to have less time that you have to personally put in time to work and more time for yourself and for your family, which is literally exactly what I needed. Okay. And I was like, you know what? Let me do this. And then it got better. right? It got even better than what I thought. So I clicked on her link. I put my email in. I was reading the information. I was doing my research. And I was like, you know what? This is great. And what this program, the Legacy Builder program is, it is selling interactive learning programs, not just e-courses, because e-courses are where it's at right now. Digital marketing and e-courses, that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants to learn stuff at the tip of their fingers when they have time. They don't want to have to sign up for college courses, pay tuition, pay fees, make sure that, they get their homework done in time, make sure that they can find something that works with their schedule. Okay. They want e-learning courses that they could just do on their own, whether they're learning how to be better at teaching a kid with ADHD or repairing their marriage or anything like that. You can learn anything online. Okay. So the Legacy Builder program, this is not just an e-course, which is super awesome, but then you lose your interest and energy for it, usually within a couple of days to maybe 2 weeks, because you have to just keep on going on your own. This is an interactive learning course with literally an entire community. Now it's growing so fast I could barely keep up with it. When I looked at it today, it said we're at 30,000 strong people who are part of this community, the digital growth community, who have all purchased their own business and are using this to either support their own product that they want to sell. Like, say I have a girlfriend who makes the most amazing balloon arches, right? The most beautiful balloon arches. She's truly an artist. And she's doing pretty good, but she just markets through networking, and she has Facebook, and I think she is on TikTok as well. It's something I'm terrible. I can't remember her handle. Seaside something. I'll figure it out. She's amazing though. If you guys are looking for balloon arches, she's your girl. But if she wanted to take her business online, right? These interactive courses would literally teach you how to market to the best strategy possible for whichever platform you're using, because social media is where it's at. Social media is your free marketing. Everybody's on social media all day long. They scroll, they comment. Sometimes they're actually putting posts up themselves, but a lot of people are just watching. You know what I mean? They don't always have the know-how, or they don't want to put their face on. People are just always scrolling through social media. They have their friends on there. They keep track of birthdays. It's great. So social media is how you market for free. And then it teaches you how to market. It teaches you how to stop the scroll of your potential customer, of who is something that is looking for what you are offering. And then it'll also offer you, if you want to, you can buy the free you can purchase the automated web page. It's $29 and that's it for life. It comes with technical support. It comes with your built-in automations. You can edit that. I send out newsletters. I meant to send out a newsletter last night, but I just updated my email on there and it got stuck. So I am still trying to fix that so I can send out my newsletter. It comes ready-made for you. You literally don't have to do any of the stuff that is literally keeping me from doing that other digital marketing program. This is how you run an online business. You have a automated system, which is very commonly in our business referred to as the freedom machine, literally doing your work for you. All you do is and this is not as simple as it sounds, but just to keep it in just very simple terms, you put out your content. The average content you're supposed to put out is about 3 pieces a day, right? Your face, or they actually teach you how to build a faceless empire for everybody who is not comfortable putting their face on the screen, right? On TikTok, on Facebook, on whichever. However you want to do it, they teach you the way to stop the scroll, to reach your potential customer. Thank you so much for the likes. And then there is not just the library of video training. You're not just reading anything. You're literally watching everything. You're either watching the recorded trainings, and these are recorded live trainings. So you see the other people on there asking questions, doing this, putting that. It's interactive. And then they do also have live trainings. The founder, Michelle O'Neill, is live every single day on both TikTok and YouTube. I'm actually streaming right now, both to TikTok and YouTube at the same time. What I love about YouTube is that it records my lives. So anybody who wants to come back and watch it later on, they can. And I use my lives for content. There's so many different ways to be strategic and make less work for yourself. So that automated system is there. And here's your hypothetical, right? So you're putting out content, and this happens for me every day, right? So I'm putting out content, and then I'll have somebody who says, "Oh, let me go look at this. I kind of like what she's talking about. Let me learn some more." They go to my webpage, my profile, whether you're on TikTok or whether you are on YouTube. You just go to my profile on YouTube. It's right there on the front page of my profile. On TikTok, this is my profile page, and you'll see my link right here. My handle is Mom Life Beth, and so my webpage is Mom Life Beth Digital Marketing. Pretty simple, right? So you literally just click on the site, and whether you click on it from TikTok or YouTube, you're going to come to this same page. And it's going to say, discover how to start an online business with a proven blueprint. And this is facts. This is a proven blueprint. They literally give you everything you need, just like you're buying a franchise for Dunkin' Donuts or Applebee's or I don't know, whatever other restaurant you can think of. McDonald's, that's universal, right? McDonald's. They give you everything you need to do. You just follow the instructions. You do the trainings, you learn. But then on top of that, you also have the live trainings. They have a mentorship meeting every single Monday at 7 Central Time. So I'm on East Coast time. It's 8 o'clock for me. And it's a Zoom meeting and it is interactive. So they talk for the first like hour and a half, and then everybody puts up their hand and they wait to be called on. And then again, on this live Zoom meeting, they get to talk directly to the founder of the program. Okay, the founder of the program. So, oh, I think my dog just let one out. He either let one out or he pooped somewhere in my house. It is smelly. Oh my goodness. Whew. Oh gosh, where did he do that? Oh man. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is so strong. Oh, that's so bad. So you talk directly to Michelle. Okay, she stays on to answer every single question that you could possibly have. The very first meeting that I went to, I stayed on until I finally had to hang up at 12:30. I was sitting there with my hand raised. I didn't know why everybody has their hand raised already before the meeting even started. I learned very quickly afterwards why. Because if you're the last person with your hand raised, you're the last person that gets called on. And she stayed on until 1:30 in the morning. This program, this digital marketing business, no matter which program that you buy into, right? This is global. There is a huge European community. There is a huge South African community. In fact, in South Africa, they have, I think, 5 rand millionaires. Their currency, they're millionaires in rand money now. This is something where everyday people are taking this and they are making a business. They are making a legacy for their family. And they're being able to do it. You started off, you're learning. This is something that you have to learn. Some people have more of a skill for it. They've had more of a background in this type of thing. But again, it is something that if you follow the blueprint, and you are coachable, you have absolutely no way that you cannot succeed. Now, I came into this, I was looking to see if there's any way I could even make $900 extra for my family. Okay. Even $900 extra for my family a month would be life changing. Absolutely life changing. I'm in here now and I see how it's going, and I'm going to talk about it with you guys. I am no longer just accepting or expecting the $900 a month. That's one regular sale. Okay. The $900 a month, people don't just stay with that. Unless you are literally doing nothing, there's no way you only make $900 a month. Okay. So let me just go into this a little bit more. So, there are a lot of terms being thrown out there. Okay. So people are throwing out MLM and pyramid. And I'm a very literal person, so I'm just going to speak very frankly, okay? MLM, I had to look this up because I was like, what is this, right? MLM is when it's like there's a hierarchy, right? You don't own your business. You are just a partner, and the people above you get part of your profits. And then you're expected to hire people below you so that you can make more money because you're getting part of their profits. Not with this. That's not what this is. Okay. You are literally owning your own business and you have full 100% resale rights, unlimited for a lifetime. Okay. So there's 4 interactive learning programs in this course. Okay. So you can get 1, 2, 3, or all 4. Ironically, the most popular one is all 4. And then the second most popular one is the one product, right? You're just buying the very base one because people a lot of times either they just are flat broke and they need to start out with something, or they're like, let me see what this is about. And then you have within that first 30 days, if you want to upgrade to the 2, 3, or 4 product that you could resell, because you could resell whatever you buy 1,050,000 times. Okay. And you get your first customer and you are immediately in profit mode. Immediately. There's no overhead. You're not paying for marketing. You're not paying for other programs. You're not paying for other subscriptions. This is it. Okay. So the other part of this is that it is daily pay. Someone signs up, they're on the email list, they're getting the emails, they're getting the notifications. We have free webinars all the time. We actually have one tomorrow. I was trying to send out the newsletter to all of the people on my email list about this. But again, I apologize. I had to update my email and it got stuck. So I have the technical support working on that. If anybody here is interested in going to the free webinar, it is a live webinar. You talk to the actual founder, Michelle O'Neill, and she answers everything. She is the guru and she answers every single question. Okay. So that is available tomorrow. If you guys are interested, please click on the link in my profile. Again, whether on YouTube or TikTok, it's just going to be clicking the link where it says Mom Life Beth Digital Marketing. It's going to take you to this page with the purple box, the orange box and the blue square. You just put your email in. You don't have to enter in any kind of payment information. This is just subscribing to get the free blueprint and information, and you can unsubscribe at any time. After every email at the very bottom, it has a very clear marked button, unsubscribe. I am not here to bother you. Okay. So again, MLM is where you have people above you and below you. You oftentimes have incentives, sales incentives, and you have recruitment quotas you have to meet. None of that is a thing with this. This is your business. If you want to bring somebody else in, like my husband technically, I guess, owns half of this because, we're married, but I'm not hiring anybody else. I'm here trying to help people the way Jen helped me, right? The other thing is like pyramid. So again, pyramid means that there's people above you and people below you, and the people above you are making money off of you, and the people below you, you're making money off of them. Again, you are not affected by anybody else above or below. You are an island. Okay. The only way that you are affected by people above and below you is that usually the way that you come in, like Jen is the one who ended up helping me, right? I signed on with her and she's like, I'm your mentor. I'm your girl. If you need anything, let me know. Do I have to ask her anything? Do I have to ever talk to her again? No, I choose to because I genuinely like her and she is so helpful. I like her as a person. Okay. If we were neighbors, we'd probably be friends. We're both kind of introverts. Like we could both sit here and talk to people. But then at the end of the talk, we're like, oh, I'm so tired. And then we like need to zen out for a couple of hours. We're very similar like that. You can also, in the entire digital growth community of now 30,000 people, in any of the meetings, if you meet anybody else and you want them to be a mentor and they're okay with it, take them. You don't even have to have a mentor other than Michelle O'Neill is technically mentor to all of us because she is invested and making everybody as successful as they want to be. Okay. So again, not MLM, no quota. No one gets any of your profits but you. No one is supposed to be hired on underneath you. This is you. This is your business. It is 100% resale rights, 100% profit, daily pay. Okay. Also, a really nice thing that I like about this is when you sign up, and I'm a mom that is always trying to stretch a buck. So I love me some Afterpay. There's Afterpay options. There's PayPal options. You can use any credit card you want. Maybe go through Stripe and PayPal. And you can break up your payments over 4 payments, no interest, like every 2 weeks, right? So that is an option. But even if somebody chooses to do the Afterpay, say, right, or the PayPal over 4 payments, that entire amount that that person signed up for, even though they haven't physically finished paying through that, that entire amount goes into my bank account that day. I don't have to wait for them to finish paying the 4 payments. That is why it's daily pay. Okay, so that's another really helpful. So when I tell you that my life has changed since I started doing this, I am not understating this. No, I take it back. I am not overstating this. I am understating this. I have been so used to being so tight out of necessity with money that it is still weird to me. This entire last month, I have not had to worry even one time about spending money on groceries. I did the unheard of thing in my family, and I bought my husband a bunch of steaks from BJ, and I found a really great recipe for how to make it in a cast iron skillet, like sear it on the stove top and then finish it in the oven. Where do I go to put in my email? Yeah. So again, if you want to get some information, what this is you're just subscribing for more information. That's it. And you can unsubscribe at any time. So you go to my profile and you just click on the link right there that says Mom Life Beth Digital Marketing, and you just put your email in here. And the first thing it's going to do is it's going to send you your blueprint, the free proven blueprint. So you can see the steps that we do. You can see the courses and all of the learning catalogs that are in there. And you're also right there. It says, grab your copy of 10K and 30-day guide. I'm actually right now part of the 30K and 90-day sprint. And so that's one of the things that they do all the time is they're like, hey, oh, you're very welcome. They're always giving you opportunities if you want to. You don't have to, but I am trying to make this big, right? I do not want to have to stay in this job that I have right now just so that I can make sure that my kid has clothes to wear and food to eat and a house to live in. I want more time with my kids because I'm tired of feeling like I'm missing out. Okay. So I'm doing the 30K and 90-day sprint. And what they do is Michelle is the one who's putting out like little videos. Usually they're between 3 and 7 minutes long every day. Again, teaching you these tiny little things that are extra, stuff that she personally has learned because she is the master of this. She has turned this program in less than 2 years. With this alone, she has now multiple lines of income, right? She is rounding her 2nd million in less than 2 years. And this is off of a very short workday. Okay. Now, a lot of people are just throwing that out. And I was guilty of the same thing. Oh, 2-hour workday. I technically work 3. So there is core money making activities that you need to do, right? Or that you're supposed to do. This is part of the proven blueprint. This is just like when you buy a franchise. They're like, make sure you do this, do this, do this, do this. They tell you how to be successful. So part of the 2-hour workday is they give you a list of basically formats for putting classified ads out. And for 30 minutes, you copy and paste and you obviously customize it, make it yours, put your own flavor on it. And they give you a list of 200 free classified websites and you just post them. 30 minutes. She has gotten really good. She, like I said, she's the master of this. She can make 100 posts a day for the classified websites. And then she even teaches you how to monetize that, because YouTube is actually where the money's at, but it's not that fast run, right? YouTube is the long game. But if you can get your subscription up, start your own property. Okay. If you can get your own channel, like I made my own channel, I'm up to 25 subscribers now, but I'm sorry, 24. But I am posting everything that I'm posting to TikTok. I am posting, hi, how are you? I am posting also to YouTube. So I'm actually at 8.5 thousand views, and I've had a YouTube channel for like maybe 3 weeks. And she teaches you how to use the videos that you have on YouTube and put them into your classified ads, so that you are getting more people looking at your YouTube channel, subscribing to your YouTube. And now, as again, a side line of income, she's getting paid like $100 a day for people watching her content on YouTube. Okay. So hi on that. I'm not going to pronounce last words. I don't think I'm allowed to, but hi, how are you? Thank you for joining. Do you think a large felon? No. So actually, if you're just starting, they encourage you to, if you've already had a YouTube account, they encourage you to start a brand new YouTube channel. Or if you've already had a TikTok account, right? And you've had it for a while, 6 months, 12 months, a couple of years, the algorithms are already trained for like, that's just your personal use. So they actually encourage you to start a brand new one strictly for this. There is one of the trainings in there is telling you how to build your following so that you can train your algorithm and start being able to go live under that professional account. They literally, when I say they train you for everything you need to succeed is in these classes. Okay. Oh, thank you. I will follow you back as soon as I'm off the live. Thank you so much. Yes, if you guys haven't already, please follow me. I will follow you back. And again, to get more information, I'm on here Monday through Friday. But if you want to get more information, you can start getting emails of more technical stuff that I can get into. Just go to my profile, click on my link, and it's just going to take you to my email page. And this is where you just ask for more information. And again, you can unsubscribe at any time. But once you're in here, they give you lots of really good information. I send you newsletters weekly. Do you have access to the sites that give support anytime? Oh, yeah. So the whole community that I was talking about, now it's over 30,000 people strong. It's literally growing every day so fast. It's on the school community. We are actually now the #1 interactive group on the school community, because everybody that's on there, they're all like-minded. They're all forward-thinking. They're all positive. They're all very supportive of each other. Like, it's amazing. I had, like I said, I was having trouble with my email, and I posted my problem on there. They have here, let me try and show you guys this a little bit better. I hope you guys will be able to see this. Did I close out my school app? Here we are. All right. So, I need to charge my phone. All right. So this is the opening page of this school community, right? This is on the app. You can also look at it on your like computer or your tablet. Okay. But so they have different tabs. I don't know how well you can see that across here. They see the different tabs. And then one of the tabs, so the first one is wins, introduce yourself, and then they have tech and Kajabi support. I was having a technical issue, so I clicked on the tech option, and then it comes up with this, and I posted my question in there. See, people are posting all the time. And literally in less than like 30 minutes, I already had 2 people like coming on there and trying to help. That tech support's there. They also have 2 live technical support Zoom calls every week. I believe it's Tuesday and Thursday, although they did one today. It might have been because people had been having to update their email. I have the one I've been using for my business is mom life live and love at Gmail. And I guess like when you have a Gmail account, a lot of times when you send it out to your people, to your subscribers, it gets kicked back as like junk mail. So they wanted everybody to update it to an actual official like GoDaddy account. So I have Microsoft Outlook already and I put it in there, but it was just stuck. So they're actually helping me fix it now, which is amazing. And it happens so easily all the time. But again, right on here, this same app, this is where you're getting, like, there's trainings on here that 30K in 90 days on here, regular updates and posts. But they also, one of the most fun things on there, oh yeah, it says the free webinar is happening in 15 hours. Everyone's excited about that. You guys, if you are even remotely interested in this, please let me know, because that webinar is amazing. I watch the replays of the webinars just for information, just to like answer other questions and get extra ideas and stuff. It is so good. If you guys are even remotely, it's free, no subscription required. I mean, like, you don't have to pay for anything or be obligated. Please let me know. Click on my link. Again, the link in my bio, Mom Life Beth Digital Marketing. Put in your email so you'll start getting the information, and I'm going to be able to send you guys that that webinar link. Okay, it's an invite, and then you just click on it. And if you can't go to that time, they have webinars usually each week. So if you can't make it to this time and place tomorrow, just wait it out, and we'll have it again next week. And also, I post them on my YouTube channel. Okay, my YouTube channel is at Mom Life Beth Digital Marketing. If you guys want to look me up. And I have the last webinar posted on there under my playlist. Okay, if you go to my page. But what I was saying was, one of the fun things on there is they have a wins category, right? I told you have all these different tabs. There's a wins category. And again, the people who are in this community are everyday people. I'm not a super popular person. I'm not a rock star. I am far from perfect. I am just your regular mom. I actually look decent today because I got my kid to go to sleep. I actually showered today while he was at daycare, and I got to wash my hair. And I was like, okay, let me just finish my makeup while I'm at it. I am nobody special to anybody else other than my family, but I have drive. I have good work ethic, and I know my why. Okay. And that is what you need to be successful. This is not a get rich quick scheme. If you are looking for a get rich quick scheme, this is not it. You should probably find like a different one. This is a actual business that you build up, and it allows you to leave a legacy for your family. It teaches your kids how to earn money the non-traditional way. You do not have to be stuck at a job grinding it out 40, 50, 60 hours a week, taking up all of your time and your energy, and just being exhausted and always rushing. You have the ability, even if you love your job, okay, you have the ability to make more money in a very specific amount of time. You are your own business. I was home. I had a migraine today. I literally had a trash bag next to me on my bed. I thought I was going to vomit. It was so bad. I did almost nothing today. This is actually the only one productive thing I've done today. But because I prepared yesterday, and I use my lives from YouTube, and I make posts from them. I had it scheduled. So I still had posts going out today at 8, at 10, at noon, at 2, at 7. And I think there's one at 10 p.m. I'm not worried. And I'm on here now. So thank God the medicine finally kicked in. I'm finally feeling a little bit better. And I'm so glad I could be here with you guys. But you're your own boss. So whether you succeed is up to you, but nobody's going to say boo to you if you don't get to work or only get to do part of your stuff that day. Or if you are on vacation. The whole part of this with the automated system is that once you start getting your business built up and you have people seeing your content and they're asking for more information, you could take a week off. And you're not going to probably make the same amount as you do normally, because you're not putting out those video content for stuff that can connect people and catch the interest. But your video content from before is still out there. Okay. And you will still be making money even when you're not working. That is why this is passive income. Okay. Also, Once you build up your YouTube channel and you have over 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will start paying you for people to watch your videos that you're already putting out anyway for your job. It is just a twofer. But anyways, everyday people working this, doing the steps, following the blueprint, being coachable, okay? And there are people here, moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas. There's a 70-year-old woman who's killing it on LinkedIn. She doesn't ever have to, she could do whatever she wants for the rest of her life. She could live on a cruise ship for the rest of her life. Because, hey, guess what? Cruise ships still have Wi-Fi, and that's all you need to make this business work is Wi-Fi and a smart device. Okay. In fact, I might end up doing that when I get to that age. But yeah, so this is the wins page, and people post up their wins that they do, like accomplishments. When I got my YouTube channel up, I posted that as a win. When I started doing my first lives, I posted that as a win because those are accomplishments, right? But so here we go. So Alan, here we go. I'm not gonna say their name. $234 came into my PayPal. I got one launch pad and a 134 affiliate commission from System. Oh, that's really smart. I didn't know you could even get affiliate for System.io. That's something I'm gonna do. Thank you, Alan. Okay. Note to self, try to be an affiliate for System. Okay, System.io. Here we go. 5,300 since Friday. Wow, I just wanted to share. This has been incredible. I am speechless. Don't give up. Facebook win. I finally got some engagement on Facebook video post today. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. $1,700 morning. While doing content, I had a $900 customer join, someone upgrade from their launchpad to the legacy. So again, I told you that people a lot of times either buy the full 4 courses for the $900, or they just start off with the one course with the $100 and they upgrade later on if they're so inclined. But it very often that they are, and that's where he's talking about how he got that extra upgrade money. So this is people are getting money just while they're doing stuff. $100 Dingwall on a short grocery run. $2,700 in 4 days, $3,000 so far in July. These are real people every day sharing their wins, being encouraging, and being real, and being able to make money while they're grocery shopping, while they're on the way for a trip. People wake up in the morning doing it because what happens is the automated system, I'm telling you, it does the work for you. You do your core work. You copy and paste those free ads. You do 3 posts a day. I do 5 because I'm 5 to 6 because I am also trying to do the 6 figures in 6 months, which that is another program on here that comes with this. It just depends on how much you want to do, right? Like how ambitious you're feeling. And people are listening to my content. They're clicking on my website. They're asking for more information. And guess what? I'm not personally responding to all of those. Most of it, my automated system is saying, hey, listen, they asked for more information. Let's start sending it to them. And then as you guys are getting this information and you're listening to my lives and you're watching my content, you're like, you know what? This is something I think this could really work. I know that I want this. I know I have a good work ethic. I know that I need this for my family. They click on the link and then they purchase it. I don't have to be there holding their hand. I'm happy to be there. If you guys sign up with me, I'm going to be here for you as much as you allow it. Okay. I'm not here to bug you, but if you need help, I'm here. If I don't know the answer, I ask Jen because she's knows more than this than me. And then if we don't know the answer, the community on school, you just ask the question or you wait for one of the trainings and then you ask them. And people are all so supportive and helping. Okay. This is how this is working. So here's where I kind of want to get down to this a little bit. Okay. So I've told you how hard my family has been struggling with money, how stressful I've been. I literally felt like I was having a nervous freaking breakdown, like legit. And I don't show it a lot. I try to put on a good face. I'm military. I don't I don't mind being frustrated in front of people, but I try really hard not to be sad or cry in front of people. That's just not something that I'm comfortable with. But I'm telling you guys, it was so bad. Like I'm sitting there, I'm like, how am I going to make sure, like, my kid wants to do sports? I have to save up. I have to make sure that I have money set aside so that I could pay for his basketball fee, and I could buy his shoes, more than one pair. And I have to make sure I could have like his clothes ready, and I have to like save up a year in advance just so I can have a birthday party for him. These are not things that I can just do. Okay, I have had such a strict grocery budget, and it was killing me because I'm supposed to like cook everything from scratch on this budget. And now with the baby, I can't even do that. And then I'm like going back and forth. Like, my husband's like, we can't keep feeding them frozen food. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you because I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I can barely get by. And my house is never as clean as it needs to be. I needed somebody to be able to come clean. I joined Legacy Builder. And I'm telling you, within like a week and a half, 2 weeks, I was like, holy crap. I brought my son with me to the grocery store, and he's always asking me for stuff. I'm like, don't be asking for stuff. You know, we're here to get specific things. Okay. He always asks for the toys, those like those cars. He wants extra candy. He wants the fresh cut fruit. Fresh cut fruit is like, fruit is itself is like ridiculously expensive right now. You get the pre-cut ones, the packaged ones that are just easy to eat, and you paid like an extra $3 or $4 for it. Okay. The last time I went to the grocery store with him, he was asking for that stuff, and I was like, okay, yeah, go for it. Sure. I'm not worried. I got my husband steak. I learned a brand new recipe how to cook steak on a cast iron skillet. By the way, amazing recipe. 2 minutes on each side to saute it, to brown it, get the sear on there. And all you use is salt and pepper. And then you put it in the oven. I had it at 450. Again, 2 minutes on each side. He's like, Beth, this is the best steak I've ever had. It was the easiest steak I've ever made in my life. I've never made a good steak before. I make good roast beef, pot roast. Sorry, that's what I'm talking about. Pot roast, steak tips, stuff like that. But I've never just made steak very well. And I'm sitting there and I'm just buying groceries before I don't even check my bank. I'm just buying groceries. And it's the weirdest thing because I'm so ingrained on having to worry about that. And I'm not worried anymore. It's there. The relief is so real. I've been the bag lady mom for years. I spend money on everybody else except for me. Okay. Literally, I've been wearing the same, like, I will go on Amazon and I will find the absolute cheapest crap you can find that I can get away with going out in public ish. And I would just use that. And it's obvious I'm not wearing nice clothes. And then now, hey, guess what? I'm like, you know what? That place is Afterpay. I can afford this now. I have money coming in. I have more money coming. I am not so worried. The amount of relief is insane. I am not here just talking about digital learning products, interactive learning systems, okay? What I'm actually selling is hope and peace of mind and financial security. Okay. You guys don't have to come in and knock it out of the park and be making $10,000 your first week. Okay. Does it ever happen? Yes. Is that the norm? No. But people do it. I came in and I'm like, oh, I'm going to do everything right. And it didn't, I had to work my way up a little bit. Okay. This is a learning skill that you have to learn. And when you finally, like I did, I finally slowed down and I started actually, instead of just making sure I'm putting out content and making sure I'm just watching like the most essential videos, if you stop and start watching the videos in the order and listening to people, you learn so much. You're like, oh my God, I wish I had watched that video 3 weeks ago. I wish that I had found this business 2 years ago. If I had found this business 2 years ago, I would not have gone back to work after my son was born. I would have taken that time and I would have built this up. And by now, I would have a 6-figure income working my 3 hours a day, including the live, okay? 2 hours of core money making practices, and I do a live for about an hour every night, Monday through Friday. If I had found this, if I had not been just stuck thinking, listen, this is the only way to make money is to have a regular job. Oh, look, will they give me a 401k? They're not giving you a 401k. All they're doing is helping you create a 401k, and they're taking money out of your paycheck and putting it in there. The girl I just signed up with about a month ago, she's been doing this with Legacy Builder. Just like me, she tried other things first. So she's been doing digital marketing for 4 months. She's been doing Legacy Builder program for 3 months. This a couple weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago, she's a nurse. I told you she's a nurse, right? She made in 1 week the entire salary she makes in a month as a nurse. In 1 week. She took the time. She's consistent. She did the training. She followed the steps. She's coachable. Okay. And now her income is quadrupling. Now she's not worried about her mom having to go out and get part-time jobs to help support the family because she's living with them. Her mom doesn't have to work anymore. Now her husband is no longer working 7 days a week. Okay. She is just doing the steps. She's following it. She's having a positive attitude, which is key for success because negative thinking, or as Michelle calls it, stinking thinking, okay, invites negative results because it alters how you approach things. People who are successful do not get discouraged by obstacles. They don't look at something and say, oh, gosh, that happened, man. It did it again. Now this has gone wrong and this isn't happening. And I'm not being where I want to be right now. You know what they say? They say, okay, well, this is something I have to learn. Let's learn how to get over this. Let's ask questions. Let's ask help. What can I do to fix this problem? Successful people are problem solvers, not problem callers. If all you ever do is call everything a problem, then everything is a problem. Okay? Where your brain goes, where your brain thinks, your life follows, your body follows. If you can be positive, if you can follow the courses, if you can ask questions, if you can be coachable, you can succeed. Okay? But like anything in life, you get out of it what you put into it. Okay? That is the bottom line. If you are willing to put your time into it and follow the steps, and again, this is not a 40-hour-a-week job. Okay? This is not a 30-hour-a-week job. This is a job that you make your own hours. Okay? You do time on your own time. One of my favorite people that I found on this program, her name is Amy. She came on here, I think, about 7 months ago. And she is a full-time working mom. She was a single mom. She was a truck driver and a waitress. And she still, she was making decent money, but not enough that she didn't have to work 2 jobs. And she has kids. And when you're working all the time, working moms, you know what I'm talking about. You are not with your kids, okay? Your kids are going off, you're doing stuff, and it doesn't matter how hard you try, you're not there, okay? You try, and every single day, I feel like I'm failing because I wasn't able to go to that field trip with my son and be there for him. I wasn't able to take off during summer vacation to be there with him, for February, for winter vacation to be there with him. This is the first year I got April off. Okay, not the whole month of April, just that 1 week in April vacation. When you have this and you put in the time, you do the steps, you be coachable, in a couple of months, you will start seeing an actual real income. It may be faster. There are some people who blow up immediately. I don't know. Some people just have that it factor. Okay. But you will start seeing stuff. And even if you just want that extra $900 a month, if you're like, listen, I've got enough money, but hey, listen, an extra $900 a month, that would be helpful with minimal input. You get out of it what you put into it. If you just want that extra $900 a month, I'm telling you, you do this. After a while, it's not going to stay $900 a month. People are going to start seeing you. They're going to start following you. They're going to start clicking on your link, getting the emails, signing up for the service. Okay. But you don't have to come in here to make a six-figure income. I don't need a six-figure income. Would I like it? Yeah. I don't need it. What I need is the ability to have the option, okay, of having this either be my only job or doing this and doing an actual part-time job that I like, that still gives me the freedom to be with my kids, to spend the morning with them, let them get ready for school, take them to daycare, be off of work by the time my son gets off of the school bus, okay? Be able to actually plan the vacations that we want, not just the vacations that we think we might be able to afford. Okay. People do not plan hardly at all well enough for retirement. Do you have enough money in your retirement fund? Because if you have a 401k, they haven't taken the taxes out yet. They're going to take the taxes out when you actually retire, when you start taking that money. And that's going to be a lot of money they take out. If you have a Roth, that's a little bit easier, but they take the taxes out now and you have to build it up and make sure you invest it. But they say you need to be comfortably, unless you want to work till you're 80 years old, which is it seems like it's going that way. Okay. You need to have like $1 million is not going to cut it to be living off of for years and years, especially with inflation. Okay. I'll follow you back as soon as I'm off the live. Especially with inflation, the cost of everything is just going up. You can't assume that, having like $1 million or $2 million is going to be enough. You have no idea. And if you want to retire at 65, how long do you think are you expecting to die by the time you're 70? Are you budgeting so that you can make it for 15 years? I mean, seriously, retirement is so understated. People are not planning. Okay. How about this? You either have a house or you want to get a house because rent right now is through the freaking roof. Okay. But then when you get a house, the interest is just bananas. Okay. My house is here, right? The interest I'm paying on my 30-year mortgage is $380,000 on top of the cost of my house. That's nauseating. It's literally more than half the cost of my house because it's compounding. So one of my big goals, and again, I just want to be free. Okay. I don't need to have no bills. There's always going to be bills. But I want it to be so that I'm not paying $3,000 a month for the next 30 years and giving the bank an extra $380,000 of my money so that I can have this mortgage. I want to take money and I want to put it directly towards my principal. I pay a little bit extra already. I pay, I think, an extra $200 a month directly towards the principal, but that's $200 a month. I have a huge mortgage. I need to be able to put more down. Imagine this. So say you have enough money saved up. I'm a veteran, so I had the benefit of using the veterans loan, but I also didn't have any money when I bought the house. I had no money to put down against the house. So my mortgage is not 80% of the price of the house because I put 20% down on it. My mortgage is 100%. Okay, so I'm paying a lot more than most people do, even with the same price house. That extra interest is compounding constantly. I need to be able to pay down against the principal so that I could be saving on the mortgage. And then if I can get my house paid off in the next 10 years, that is an extra $3,000 a month that I have to spend. I'm not spending it. Okay. When I say I'm going to use it, I'm going to be putting it towards vacations. I'm going to be putting it towards my retirement fund. I'm going to be putting it towards my kids' savings account, in my emergency fund. Okay. I'm going to be investing. But that $3,000 extra dollars a month, are you guys thinking about this? If you had an extra $3,000 a month, an extra on top of what you have, can you imagine what you would do with that? I mean, I have been planning this. I know exactly. I mean, I've been earmarking it, right? So $3,000 a month, I have like, I'm going to be putting probably a full thousand of that away into our retirement every month on top of what I'm already putting into my retirement. Okay. I'm going to be putting at least $500 a month into an investment account for my kids so that I'm trying to help save them for success because there are so many kids now that are living with their parents until they're in their 30s because they can't afford anything. And I'm not trying to have that. My husband's already saying he's kicking my son out. He's got a fight on his hands, but I don't want him living here until he's 30. I'm okay with the idea of him paying me rent so that I can save that money for him so he can put it towards a down payment on a house. But still, I don't want my son to be stuck with the idea that he has to go to school and pay $100,000 for a degree so that he can get a decent job, that he could grind another 40 hours a week at a job he doesn't even maybe want. Instead of teaching him, hey, listen, you have options. Get a job that you want. If that job doesn't make you enough money, digital marketing is here, or we could invest this because we have options. I want to set my kids up for success the way that my parents were not able to. I come from a family of military. People in the military are not rich. Okay. We are public servants. We lived on base housing. I wore my mom's hand-me-downs. Okay. Until I think I was 12 and I got made fun of at school because I was taller than my mom. And I was like, oh, you're wearing high waters. Ha ha. Is there a flood? That's why I'm so like neurotic about the length of my pants now for the rest of my life. Okay. I mean, I didn't know this stuff. I had no idea. I need to make this legacy for my kids so that I can set them up for success so that they have options that I never had. Never had. And that's what this whole thing is about. Okay. Oh my gosh. It is 11 o'clock at night. Oh, you guys have had me talking. I've been talking this whole time. So listen, I'm going to say this one more time. Okay. Before my husband comes on here and strangles me for still being on here. I am here for you guys. I'm here to help you. I'm here to talk to you, answer your questions. Please go to my profile. Okay. If you're on YouTube, you already see my profile. Click on the subscribe and also the link for my websites right there, Mom Life Beth Digital Marketing. If you're on TikTok, you're gonna click this link right here that says Mom Life Beth Digital Marketing. Okay. Oh, let me just make sure you're seeing it. There you go. And it's going to go to my email page. All right. Put your email in here. You're going to be subscribing for information. I'm not asking for credit card information or anything. Start getting the information. If you are interested in the webinar that's happening tomorrow, please also let me know. Once you put your email in here, just in case my email issue doesn't get fixed, also please message me and let me know that you are interested in the webinar. And if I have to, I will just direct message you back the link to register for the webinar. Okay. But the webinar is amazing. Okay. Again, it's Michelle O'Neill, the founder, who is telling you the ins and outs. She's the guru. She knows everything. You can ask her every single question. She is there to help you, and she is truly dedicated to helping people succeed. There's a saying that I'm a horse lover, so I've always known this saying, but it's a very true saying. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I could sit here and she could sit there and she could tell you all this stuff. But if you're not there yet, if you're not at the point where you're like, this is what I need to do, or this is what I want to do, no one's going to force you, because nobody can force you to do anything. But we're here. You're not going to hurt my feelings if you don't want to do this. Okay. Because I'm here for the people who actually need this, because I needed it. And I found Jen, and she literally changed my life. I am so much calmer now. I am not stressed out about money for food. I'm actually buying myself some clothes, nothing fancy, but I'm buying myself some clothes. I got myself a facial yesterday. Whoop, whoop. Been wanting that for a year. Okay. This is amazing. It is a real business. Nobody gets even a slice of your money. Okay. 100% profit, daily pay. When somebody signs up, even on Afterpay, right then, that money gets deposited directly into your bank account that you put on there. All right. And this is passive income. You have your fully automated machine that is done for you, that is doing 80% of the work 24/7. So that you could take the 2 to 3 hours a day, break it up however many parts that you want to, just find a way to try and get it done as much as possible for your sake, for the success of your business. And then you're making money. This is your business, nobody else. And this is something you can be proud of. You're not selling snake oil. You are selling integrated learning courses that are teaching people either how to bring their business online and fully automated so they get their time back. Okay. Or if you wanted to make this your business like I did. I didn't already have a product to sell. But when I finally end up doing life coaching, guess what? I'm going to be using this automated system to help with the emails and the communication with my clients. Okay. But I have made this my business, whichever way you want to go. This is the most legit thing, the most non MLM, the most non pyramid. Okay, that is out there. If you are in a pyramid scheme, that means that somebody up top is making money off of you and you're making money off of somebody else. If you're getting 100% of your pay, 100% of your sale, there is nobody above you taking anything, and you don't need anybody recruited to be on your team. That's not what this is. Okay. This is amazing. This is transformational. I am so grateful, and I wish that I had found it 2 years ago, but regret is a waste of time and energy. So I am just taking what I have now and going forward. And I am here to help you. If you are that person that needs hope, if you are that person that needs relief from that stress of the finances, of constantly worried about how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Well, I'm okay, but now this big expense came up. I need to pay off my debt. This is what is working, and digital marketing is only getting bigger. Okay. Right now, it's either a multi-million or a multi-billion-dollar a day business. It is projected that by 2027, digital marketing is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar a day business. The sky is the limit. The entire world is your oyster. This is the way to go. I want to say thank you guys so much for being on here with me. I know I've been on here so much longer and I came on a little bit late, but it was a pleasure. I will see you guys tomorrow. Again, if you haven't already, friends, subscribe, click on my link, put your email in, get that information. And if you want to go to the webinar, okay, whether it's tomorrow or next week, after you put I do need your email in there so I can send you this stuff. But once you put your email in, you can also DM me to let me know that you're interested in the webinar. Okay. You guys have a great rest of your night. Hold on. Let me click off bye, YouTube. All right. YouTube is always the easiest one.